Well, despite the title, we're not going to be seeing Sentret this episode. Yeah, I suppose I could technically cheat one in. We've done that for a lot of the other runs, but let's face it, most of those runs had either, a starter I couldn't get access to otherwise, or involve Pokemon that show up way later, for the most part. I think I may have done it for Pidgey, but considering, Furret's more of an analog to Rattata, and we just picked up Rattata, off-screen after the first episode was done, I figure we'll do an homage to Team Joey here, and do that again. So we're gonna catch Sentret, after we get done with the eggs and everything, for the first part of the game. Because I don't consider, the first Royal Battle a major battle. I mean, let's face it, he's not tough. And it's meant to be more usually of like a tutorial for battling. Admittedly, in this game, they just throw you into, wild battles first, but I still don't count them. I mean, the second battle, that's a major battle, because certain Pokemon can get royally screwed trying to get over that hurdle. Like, I had to go out of my way to get over him with Pseudo-Rudo. It was a nightmare. And there's been some other Pokemon that have really struggled to get over that hill, too. And I'm sure there's going to be some others I'm going to have to cover at some point that will also, kind of want to just curl up into a ball and die when we get to that point in the run. Well, considering the nature of this Pokemon, I guess Scout's appropriate. That means our, I guess the name serves as a nod to Kill a Mockingbird? Yeah, I know. Like, partially lost my train of thought there, okay? Like, it's almost 10:30, okay? And I've been up since, 4:30 or so. I'm feeling tired at this point, okay? I'm trying to grind the oil as much as I can, then have to go to work again, for a 5 a.m. shift, so I'm really pushing it. I'm sure I'm gonna get home tomorrow and want to crash again. And I'm gonna feel like, yeah, I gotta try and drag myself through enough content, to make myself feel satisfied with what we got out there. Well, that would be right, yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Really doesn't matter. No matter what you say, she's gonna explain it. The game really wants to make sure you know how to use a phone. It's so annoying. Well, let's go to the lab, obviously, so we can learn about the egg. I guess it doesn't matter which one we pick, but probably should take Totodile. I suspect the bulk of Bayleaf would be the most threatening thing for us to deal with early on. That's why I want to take a Totodile with us. Yes, the main mysteries of Pokemon. I really don't care. Yeah, I know you do. A lot of, boring dialogue at this point. Like, I've seen it so many times, I kind of feel like my eyes just want to close and gaze completely past everything, Or I guess I should say glaze over. Yep, take a toy down with us. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother nicknaming it. Well, let's get going. Aw, man. Still bugging me? Just shush. I know where to go. Man, this early bit takes way too long. Yes, anytime. Can I just go now? Ugh. Jeez. I mean, I guess this is helpful, but it's not high on my list of priorities to get one of those. Because, Totodile is trying to deal with basically everything on these early routes. knocked over a soda bottle, apparently. Admittedly, starting out with a level 2 Pokemon's probably going to be a bit annoying, but I've raised from lower levels, obviously. Because I have played gens where the eggs start out at level 1 before. Just knock out and move on, right? Just can't stop yawning at this point. This route. Admittedly, that means we're missing out on an item, but I really don't care right now. Like, I'm feeling so sleep-deprived, I am ready to crash while in the middle of playing the game. Like, my eyes are like, rest them, please. I'm like, I gotta keep fighting. I still gotta get this episode done, and then 3 more. Ugh. Of course, I can't buy any Pokeballs until after I, deliver the egg. Ah, Hoppip. The annoyance I'm not looking forward to. I mean, one of the main things that motivated me to work on Sentret was that, it's one of the only Pokemon in the first route I haven't covered besides Hoppip. Like, we've done Pidgey, we've done Rattata, we labeled it as the Joey run because, he's got that iconic line by having, a 1% Rattata. So we had to channel that energy ourselves, What? Ugh. Can't stop. Body, please. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know why you have to act so surprised, I mean, considering where you got it from. I don't know why they really need Professor Elm to figure this out. It's obviously a Pokemon egg, I mean, come on. What do you mean rare? It's a starter Pokemon. Every kid in this region starts off with Totodile, Cyndaquil, or Chikorita. And I feel sorry for all the ones that took Chikorita. Yes, I know we made our rival take Chikorita because it's going to have bulk, making it more difficult for some of the early fights. But late game, Bayleef's not going to be very threatening. Let's be honest. But none of the other starters are going to be in a much better position either in that regard. And at least Bayleef can run stuff that annoys me like Reflect and Poison Powder. And it's not like when we get to, our evolved form Furret, we're going to be able to hit so hard that, the enemies are going to break down crying about it. Like, Furret's going to end up completely reliant on Return to carry it, I'm sure of it. Sure, it can run some interesting moves, like Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, that sort of stuff, but it doesn't have the stats to use them. Like, seriously, we have a special attack stat of like 46 or so? Or was it 45? Regardless, it's terrible, so it doesn't matter. This means we're going to be stuck relying on our physical attack stat of 76, which still isn't very good. Like, a decent one's like in the 90s, and we're well below that. We are going to struggle to get damage on the board. Like, the entire game. Until we end up over-leveled. Then we'll just start one-shotting everything for a while, but that still requires us to get enough levels to reach that state. Well, the only plus I can really offer Sentret/Furret is that, it's a relatively quick Pokemon. Okay, dying speed is kind of just decent speed, but it's more than enough to get past most of the stuff we're gonna have to deal with. And yeah, we're gonna probably end up counting on the berry to carry us through this fight. Or a tackle miss. Gosh darn it, Throat. Just critical hit or something. Like, jeez. I didn't think we'd have to exchange this many blows here. Almost there. Man, we had the worst luck. That fight should not have taken that long. Like, just score one critical hit, darn you. You know? Ugh. And yeah, my throat's feeling dry. And I really don't need the map data, so just ignore it. Well, it's not even really a map data, is it? Yeah, he does give you that, but first he gives you a lesson on town setups, which I really don't need. Well, let's go deliver our message, right? Yeah, I just fought the kid that had it. Yep, exactly like that. Obviously, this is meant to imply his name is just a really weird swear word that's being censor-bleeped, obviously. But let's deliver the egg. Hopefully he likes some sunny side up or something. Well, there's all kinds of things you can do to an egg. I mean, the whole reason chef hats are designed the way they are is to represent how many different ways there is to cook an egg. Gosh darn it, Throat. Yeah, the champion. Again. It's not gonna be easy, though, with Furret bar aside. I mean, we can use Ice Punch against Lance. The 4 times weakness will make up for our terrible hitting power, but still. Ugh. Yeah, I know to use a Pokeball. Just get out of my face, will you? Well, that'll do it for this episode. Next time, you know, we'll kick off our journey to the first town with a gym and be on our way. Until then, see ya.